Here's an interesting development. Thought I'll touch on this. So Canelo, now, before I say it, in fairness, he has an elbow injury, and he's, from what I understand, rehabbing from that. Okay, that's cool. So I definitely ain't knocking that. I understand that. However, it's saying that he turned down the Iglesias smoke. Osley Iglesias. He turned it down from what I'm seeing. And it's like, shit. You Canelo and you turning down a fight, I would think you would take that fight. So, all the Canelo supporters, is that a duck? Because you motherfuckers have no problem calling somebody y'all like a duck. Y'all don't like a duck. Are you guys going to keep that same energy or get on that bitch shit y'all typically do? Because I just find it interesting that he turned that down, that he said no. They're saying that Canelo is he's being sanctioned and asked by the IBF, will he fight Iglesias for the IBF belt? And it lingered for a while. I've heard this like a week or two ago. And then today, got this on my desk. It says Canelo turned it down. He passed on it. He passed on the opportunity to fight back from one of them belts that had been vacated due to Crawford's retirement. One of the belts is the IBF belt. And he would have had to fight Iglesias to get that belt. And from what I'm reading, he turned it down. So I'm surprised because he really don't have a choice but to fight a tough fighter like that, because he's working with Turkey now. We know how Turkey get down. Turkey's only going to match you with a motherfucker that's going to fight you. All that, I'm going to fight a easy fight or a nigga that you know you're going to beat and all that bullshit. Turkey don't do that. Turkey going to put you in the ring with somebody that's actually going to fight you. It's going to be a tough fight. You dig? It's not, nah, bro. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of don't have no choice. Because if it ain't Iglesias, it's going to be another tough fighter. They might fuck around and have him fight Bivol in the rematch. That's going to be another belt to ass. So I'm surprised he turned this down for the opportunity perspective. Now, from a competition perspective, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't trying to shit Canelo. I ain't trying to shit on no Canelo. But I'm not confident he can beat that Iglesias dude. See, unlike a lot of you guys, I actually watch boxing, and I've actually watched this dude fight. I can see him beating Canelo. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. For real. At this point, younger Canelo, I'm not so sure. But at this point, I think he'll put belt to ass. This dude is 6'2", strong southpaw. He got fast hands, 92% knockout rate. Not saying he'll knock Canelo out, but you get what I'm saying. Strong puncher, good defender, good defensively. And one thing that I noticed when I watched him fight, he has really good footwork. See, Canelo struggles with guys that actually know what they're doing. Those high-level boxers that know how to fight and move, fight on the move and not just stand there and throw punches. He never got better fighting against guys like that. It's always guys that just stand there and throw punches. He can beat those guys. But when there's somebody that knows how to fight and move, Canelo get his struggle on. You feel what I'm saying? Iglesias presents that problem, and he can punch too. Strong puncher. So from a competition standpoint, I guess I can see why he turned it down. I'm just surprised that he would not jump at the opportunity to fight back from one of them belts. That's what's throwing me off. See, the only thing you can say about this Iglesias dude is he only got 14 pro fights. Because I know they're going to say that dumb shit. Oh, he only got 14 pro fights. He don't got that many fights. But the skill level is there. He presents a huge threat to Canelo if they were to fight. So it's like, shit, this ain't no walk in the park. He's easily a top 3 super middleweight. Because like I said, he's working with Turkey. Turkey's not going to give Canelo an easy fight. That's not happening. You're going to have to fight one of these motherfuckers that can potentially beat you. That easy shit, that picking and choosing shit, you can do that, but I'm not going to pay for it. That's pretty much how the Saudi guy get down. So when you come back from your elbow injury, it's going to be a quality opponent. somebody that can actually challenge you. And Canelo saying he don't want to fight the guy. So my question is, you Canelo supporters, is that duck and smoke? Or are y'all going to come up with some bullshit ass, weird ass excuse y'all been doing every time some factual shit about him comes out? I just found this shit interesting, so I said I'm gonna talk about this shit. Because like I said, he turned this shit down. He said, nope, don't want to fight him. Damn. Is what it is. So yeah, he's in a tough spot. Because there ain't no easy fights. Turkey don't give a fuck that Canelo's an aging fighter. He don't care about none of that shit. You know, either retire or fight a tough fight. That's pretty much how Turkey get down. You saw how he did Wilder. You saw how Turkey did Wilder. Shit, Wilder is 40 now. But at the time, he was like, what, 38, 39? And he gave him 2 tough fights at that age. So Turkey don't give a fuck about that shit. So you gonna be an old fighter, and if you still fighting, fuck your age, you still gonna fight one of these crazy motherfuckers. Either a young guy or somebody that's actually gonna fight. Not somebody that's gonna be easy for you to beat. Not a fight where it's obvious you're gonna win. No, like fighting Mugia and shit. Nah, and nothing like that. It's gonna be an actual threat. You may or may not win this fight, but it's not a lock you're gonna win. Like when you fought Berlanga, when you fought Mugia, those were locks. No disrespect to Berlanga and Mugia, but those were locks. Turkey's not gonna match him in fights like that. You see what I'm saying? So he's in a tight spot. So what's Canelo gonna do? You gonna go out fighting, or you gonna back out and pull an early retirement? Yeah, that Iglesias dude, I seen a couple of fights. He fought a guy that, I forgot the guy's name, but he fought a guy that David Morrell fight, and he beat him better than David Morrell. That don't really mean nothing, but still. So I've been knowing about him, but I did more research on him. Like, yeah, this dude is a legitimate threat. If you were to look him up, you might fuck around and be impressed. But yeah, this dude is serious. Like, if he were to fight Canelo, I'm not going to say it's a guarantee he would beat Canelo. I'm not going to say all that, but there's a strong chance he could, based on what he can do in the ring. Because this dude has our amateur career. He got really good footwork. And if you follow Canelo's career, Canelo's never gotten better against fighters that know how to fight and move. Like them high quality boxers that know what they're doing, not just standing there punching, they can do more than that. He's always struggled against guys like that. And this guy can do that. And he's strong too, and he's 6'2", so he's taller than Canelo. So it's like, shit, he might fuck around and put belt to ass on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is with that. So yeah, so check that out when you get a chance. But yeah, they said Canelo turned down the smoke. So, because a lot of people from a certain panel, they're Canelo glazers, right? I want to know if they're going to keep that same energy and keep it real and call him a duck for this. We're going to find out if they will. If they don't, then you know what time it is. But we're going to find out. We definitely going to find out.